You are a smart person, you read the books, and you know the rules. But right now, as you watch the market graphs falling, and the headlines scream about crypto volatility, your gut is doing the one thing that will guarantee you lose money. That heavy, anxious feeling. It is your brain trying to betray your plan. You think your intelligence is enough to navigate the crash. You believe willpower can stop a panic sell, but you are wrong. Your mind is wired with a primitive bug, a psychological flaw that makes you self-sabotage every time the stakes get high. It is not your fault. This is just human. This single flaw is called loss aversion, and it is the most dangerous number in all of behavioral finance strategies. For every dollar you stand to gain, your brain feels the pain of losing that same dollar roughly twice as intensely. That pain drives irrationality. It is why you cling to losing investments for years, hoping to break even, while simultaneously selling your winners too early, just to lock in a small, fleeting feeling of safety. The paradox is that smart people fall into this trap the deepest. But if you are so smart, why cannot you stop? In my experience, the fear of realizing the loss is often worse than the loss itself. It is called the double loss problem, that painful urge to take on even greater risk, just to break even, just to avoid admitting you were wrong. It is the moment your financial life becomes a gamble. What I have noticed is that loss aversion is intimately connected to imposter syndrome. You get overwhelmed by the negative. You ignore the positive progress you have made. You refuse to acknowledge that you are financially worthy of success. This is often the root of avoidance. Here is the good news. Since this is a flaw in your system, not your character, the only thing that beats it is a better system. We are going to install 3 non-negotiable behavioral finance strategies, your personal cheat code, to permanently disarm loss aversion. Strategy 1. Automate the rational. If you have a lump sum, automate your investing using dollar cost averaging. If you are debt-free, automate the transfer into your emergency fund the moment your paycheck lands. Do you really trust yourself? Not to panic when things get rough. I certainly do not. That is why automation is a core behavioral strategy. Strategy 2. Install the behavioral speed bump. When the market drops and the panic sets in, you are going to give yourself a mandatory cooling off period. You cannot sell for 48 hours. This simple delay breaks the panic cycle. It forces your system to slow, rational brain to take over from your system 1, fast, emotional brain. That is the rule. Strategy 3. Filter the noise. Social overload. The market news and social media panic sells are specifically designed to exploit your loss aversion bias. Do not check investment accounts more than once a week during volatility. If you struggle with herd mentality, mute those specific financial commentators for 90 days. This is how you stop being a victim of your own psychology and start becoming the disciplined investor you were meant to be. It is a battle of systems, not strength. Stop using willpower. Start using behavioral finance strategies. Which behavioral speed bump are you committing to implement this week? 48-hour wait rule or the automated transfer? Tell me below. Your confidence starts right now.